Welcome. We're back. It's NFL Week 2, prime time, Monday Night Football. We had the Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a defensive battle down to the wire. Baker, the touchdown maker, comes through with the clutch victory. The Bucs start 2-0. The Texans start 0-2. Very good game. Very competitive game. Now we have an AFC West battle. Arguably the best division in all of football. We have Raiders, Chargers in Las Vegas. Let's have some fun. Don't forget to Gronk spike the like button and share this link with all your friends, your foes, your homies, everyone. You know, Geno Smith versus Justin Herbert. Let's go. Get in the chat, guys. Let's have some fun. What's going on, guys? What's going on, homies? C Middle, what's up, bro? Phil, what's going on? JP, Singh, thanks, guys, for joining. Sam says, let's make some money tonight. Sam, what you got on this game, bro? What do you got on this game? Also, by the way, we are about 170 subscribers away on Money Mitch to getting me monetized. So if you haven't subscribed, oh my goodness, an interception on the first play of the game. The first play of the game is picked. Henley, just like that. Boom. It's a doubleheader, Harley, a doubleheader. We had a one with the Texans and the Bucs. Now we got the Chargers and the Raiders. Henley, one of the best linebackers in football, looked like, was that Molden who jumped that? Molden or Gilman? Gilman jumped it. He almost had the pick, bounced off his chest into the hands of Henley for the interception. Guys, obviously I wasn't here on Sunday, so if you have any questions about Sunday or anything else, you guys can ask me that, of course. I was in Arizona, if you guys didn't know. So, yeah, I will have a review for the week. Likely tomorrow. Justin Herbert throwing, and it is incomplete. Covered well by Pratt. There we go. There's our scoreboard. Yeah, I tried to let you guys know. I put it up. And I talked about in a couple videos how I wasn't going to be here this weekend. Packers to the Super Bowl. I picked them before the year. So, yeah, I do think they're going to go to the Super Bowl. We will see, though. It's only been 2 games. 2nd and 10. Herbert throws out wide to Ladd McConkey. Caught for a gain of about 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. First third down of the game. I didn't say anything about losing viewers and being demonetized. I said on my other channel, we are 170 subscribers. I started it in August. We are 170 subscribers away from being monetized. At the 20. Gun, 2 receivers to each side. Herbert looking right. Now he steps up. He's gonna throw it. And it's incomplete. Batted down. The Raiders. With the stop, Jeremy Chin. A quick 3 and out for the Chargers after the money interception. So a great stand by the Raiders defense, who actually very much impressed me last week against the Patriots. Thought the Raiders defense played a good game last week. So they're one of the more intriguing units to watch in this game for sure. The field goal is good. The Chargers will take the 3-0 lead. Thoughts on Daniel Jones? I'll talk about Daniel Jones on my review because honestly, I have not seen that game yet. So I can't really give you that answer quite yet. But he played well in the first game. Durkant says, we're back. What's up, Durkant? What a classic Bucs-Texans game. If you had to say, if there could be a game that was more Texans and Bucs than any game could be Texans and Bucs in the history of Texas and Bucs, that would be the game. You're welcome, Durkant. I'm back. No problem. No sleep. Hungover. Flight on the same day. Doesn't matter, bro. We're back. Panda, what's up? Thanks for joining, Panda. Hopefully your bets go well today. Any super chats you guys have to make up for me missing the last couple days, that would also be very nice of you. But you don't have to. Obviously, I chose to be out this weekend. How was everything in Arizona? It was fun, man. We had a great time. We hit the concert. We got 2 football games in ASU, Arizona. We went to some fancy dancy restaurants. Went out, did lots of drinking. It was a good time. It was fun. You don't even work, bro. You just go on Instagram and post selfies. Hey, we have 60 people in the chat. Only 10 likes. 10 likes. Don't be a jabroni. Yeah, Pats, baby. We're back. The Pats are back. You guys just wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to have a segment. It's going to be bottom line throwback quality. The Pats are back. Okay? That's all I got to say. The Arizona game was wild, man. The Panthers almost came back. They look like the worst team I've ever seen live in the history of teams that I've seen live, and that's probably a fact. I think out of all the teams I've seen, they are the worst team I've ever seen. They are bad. M Sports Review. Thank you, man. For the $5. Says, hot take. Give the Texans any other offensive line, and they might go to the Super Bowl. The only thing is, man, the offensive line is shit. I don't disagree with you. Stroud also played bad today, I would say. Chris says it was just the Dolphins, Mitch. Chris! Shut up! Let me enjoy. After we hand Aaron Rodgers his second straight L, people are going to say the Pats are back. But you heard it here first. 3-0 Chargers. Geno under center. He's going to hand it to the left. Genty runs a man over. Genty to the 35-yard line. First down and a gain of 15. Jermari says, we will not be 32 in Mitch's power rankings. I did say last week, if I want to be credible as an analyst, Jermari, I did say that I would rank the Saints last until they win a game. So I don't know if I have to be credible or if I put another team there. Because Miami sucks, but Miami's not last. They're like 30, 29. Carolina is dog shit. The Bears are, what's worse than dog shit? Like horse crap? Like they're that bad? At the 40-yard line, caught, I believe that was Tucker. A gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders. Yeah, Caleb, I did not see that game coming from the Lions at all. I think basically what we learned is the Packers are pretty damn good. I think that's kind of what we learned. Geno, it'll be 3rd and 5 for Geno. Will they blame Ben Johnson next? If people can't watch the Bears and understand that Caleb sucks, Ender can't, we all know the reason he sucks. I won't say it, but we all know the reason. Caleb sucks. At the 40. 3rd and 5. Trips to the right. Myers motions to the left. 2 to each side. Blitz by the Chargers. There he is. First down, Thornton. 50, 45, 40. On the crosser, Deontay Thornton, who I have to say, when I first saw him against the Patriots, I said that receiver is big as fuck. That is a large receiver. He is very tall. One of the best matchups in this game we might see is Brock Bowers and Derwin James, if we do see that at all. I expect we will. At the 40. Handoff to the 37. What's up, Jake? Raiders. On the move, baby. This is going to be a good game, guys. I'm telling you right now. This is going to be a good game. Leggett is terrible. He's just bad. Quick throw, incomplete. Matthew says Pats won this week. Yes, they did, Matthew. Yes, they did. I told you, man. We're on our week 2 review show. It's going to be lit. We're going to talk about the Pats. We're going to talk about how they are going to the Super Bowl. 10:41 left in the first. Chip Kelly calling plays. Big 3rd and 7 here. Jake, I would say yes. 3rd and 7. Geno. Throw incomplete for Jacoby Myers. Myers looking for a flag, and yellow has dropped onto the turf. 3-0 Chargers. They got an interception on the first play of the game. John, I apologize for Texans, bro. That was a really close game. That could have went either way. We had the lead late. We let it slip. I'm honestly not that mad about that one just because it was so close and it could have went either way. But yeah, I apologize. We did have the Texans tonight and they lost. But we did well yesterday, so hopefully that makes up for it. 10:36 left in the first. Raiders at the 29 of the Chargers. First down. Genty motions out to the right. They toss it to Tucker. I like Tucker. To the 27-yard line. John says, my Lions are back, baby. Got to change your picture, man. Yeah, Xavier Leggett is terrible. Second and 7 at the 27. I was going to say Caleb because everyone's talking about it. Geno to the end zone! And that was a ballsy throw. Holy shit, that was in a triple coverage. Incomplete. Looking for Tucker. 9:53 left in the first. 3rd and 7. I didn't see much of the Vikings game. I still have to watch that one. But, I mean, from what I saw, JJ did not look great. I will say, though. That Viking situation right now with that offensive line and that receiving core isn't as good as the one we saw last year. I'm not even a JJ guy, but I will defend him to that degree. 3rd and 7. Blitz picked up, but now it isn't. Geno is sacked. Khalil Mack on the sack. 4th down. The Raiders will look to tie it up with a Carlson field goal attempt. They basically gave away 3 for free, so. That would be nice, Jake. Bat, what's up, bro? Nice win. Ugly as hell, but nice win. The Texans have to be the ugliest watch in the NFL. And that includes the Panthers. 54 yards is right down the center. Good. 3-3. What's my thoughts on the Bengals calling about Malik Willis? I buy the Jameis Winston more than I buy Malik Willis. I don't think the Packers will trade Malik Willis. At least with Jameis, he's never going to play in New York. Because when Russ eventually gets benched, even though he played good this week, Jackson Dart's playing the rest of the year. Singh says, my Ravens started rough. Look at this guy complaining about winning by 30. Singh, enjoy a win. Bodo says there's a lot of teams with awful offensive lines. Steelers have one, Bengals, Vikings, the Fish. You're not wrong, Bodo. You're not wrong. Actually, I thought I was going to say Kirk. I thought Rodgers played pretty good against Seattle. Wasn't really his fault. He did throw, did he throw 2 picks? But one of them was at the end of the game. I didn't think he played that bad. He just can't move at all. I continue to be disappointed by the Steelers' defense. Caleb says, hey, Mitch, how are Goff and Love so good and JJ and Caleb so bad? Well, for Goff and Love, I think they're both, first of all, in better situations. So circumstance. 2, I think Goff is the smartest of the bunch by a mile. Goff has very good just ability to read the field and know where to go with the ball. I think also Goff is really consistent. He's very accurate with the ball consistently, and he has a good inner clock. Like, he knows when to get rid of the ball. Like, I think Goff in the pocket is a good quarterback. Jordan Love, I feel like he can make throws that a lot of guys can't make from awkward platforms. I think a lot of his success has been infrastructure. Has a very good play caller, very good run game, very good offensive line. But I do think Love has very good confidence level. Like, you never see him get too low or, like, lose his confidence. He just always keeps ripping the ball, always keeps doing some stuff, you know, in terms of just keeping at it. And I think he does a very good job of avoiding negative plays. Even when he does miss his throws at times, he doesn't take sacks. If you watch Jordan Love, he does a very good job of delivering off of bad platforms and not taking sacks. So he does a good job of staying on script. Caleb plays like an idiot. He tries to play outside structure on every play of the game, and that just doesn't work in the NFL. He's really inaccurate at times, and he has, like, no deep ball whatsoever. He has an absolute cannon for an arm, and he can run pretty well. But there's Tom Brady, the minority owner. And then the other one you said is JJ is just very young. He's very inexperienced. I think JJ has proper mechanics and accuracy and all that sort of stuff, and he's quick enough. I just feel like the NFL's fast for him right now, and he's just really young. Play action, Justin Herbert going down the field, and it is incomplete, broken up. Good defense against Quentin Johnston, who had a great debut against the Chiefs. The Raiders, man, I'm telling you, this defense last week really surprised me, especially their coverage. Their corners played exceptionally well against the Patriots. Something to watch in this game, the Chargers had one of the best offenses in the league last week, and I thought the Raiders' defense was way better than I thought, so it's a big challenge for them today, especially in a dome. 8:51 left in the first. Trips to the left. Herbert. Flag on the play. Brady actually owns every team, says Chris. Caleb says Bills-Ravens was the best game of week 1. Cowboys-Giants was the best game of week 2. There was a lot of good games in week 2. If I had to put money on it, I'd say Lions-Ravens will be the best game of week 3. I actually think the Ravens are going to beat them pretty easily. Maybe that's crazy. I kind of don't think that's going to be a great game. I think the Rams-Eagles might be the best game, even though I'm not a huge fan of watching the Eagles. 8:51. Four-man rush against Herbert, throws out wide, and looking for Quentin Johnston. It is incomplete, nearly intercepted. I don't know. I think if Herbert has one flaw, it's that he tries to throw the ball to Quentin Johnston too much. I was just saying, and I was talking to my dad earlier about who the best quarterbacks are. I think right now, I think I'd put Herbert at... Right now, I think I'd put Herbert at number 3. I think the only guys better are Allen and Lamar. Baker just had a really good game considering the competition. Baker's in the mix. I think Stafford's played great this year. So those guys, but 3rd and 15. Herbert, pressured, steps up. He's going to run on 3rd and 15. And great defense by the Raiders, man. Only a 5-yard scramble. Malcolm Kuntz is able to rally. Patrick Graham is pumped. 8:20 left in the first. Good defense. What's up, Jimmy? I'm doing well. How you doing? Raiders, fair catch near the 16-yard line. I don't know why I smell an upset. This one was a tough game to pick because of the Chargers traveling back from Brazil. Like, I think the Chargers are the better team, but this is a divisional game on the road, and you're having that whole travel. You beat the Chiefs. Like, I think this is a tough game for the Chargers. Chris says, which single season had the best quarterback play of all time? Probably 2011. 2011's pretty good. I'm trying to think if anything tops that. Yeah. 2014, there was a lot of great quarterbacks that year. But 2011, you had what, like 5,000-yard passers or something? I think Breeze, Brady, and Stafford all had 5,000 yards. And then I think Rodgers won MVP, and he didn't even have 5,000 yards. He had like 40-something touchdowns. And then in 2011, I think Peyton might have been hurt that year. But you had still, Eli had a great year that year. You still had Ben, Romo, Ryan, Cam as a rookie. Yeah, some really great quarterback play that year, I think. John says, because we lost Houston, I got everything on the Chargers. Good luck, John. It's going to be close, man. I think personally the best era of quarterback play is when you all had Brady, Manning, Breeze, and Rodgers in the league at the same time. I don't really think that can be topped. Play action, Geno Smith bouncing around, trying to find someone open, spins around and does find his man. It's Michael Mayer who gets mauled after a gain of a couple by Jefferson. 7:40 left in the first. John's got Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. He is a dumbass. Thank you for the hot take, M Sports Review, and thank you for the super chat, John. So far, we got 4 super chats. Do I think that 1983 was the best draft class of all time? Quarterback draft class? Probably still is. Probably. Because you had, like, what, 3 or 4 Hall of Famers in there? So, 2nd and 7, Genty loses 3 yards. I will say 2018 is getting close. 2018 is getting up there. 2018 is getting up there as a draft class. But it's hard to beat 83. 6:35 left in the first. Okay, Justin, no problem, man. Whatever you got to do. 3rd and 12. Brock Bowers for his first catch. Wasn't sure he was going to play today. He caught it and got it to the 19, but it will be a 3 and out for the Raiders. They will punt. 6:10 left in the first. Bojangles says, what up, Mitch? I don't chat much, but just wanted to say you're my favorite streamer to watch commentate games. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hey, don't hesitate to join the chat. We're all nice here. I know that Bodo's a little intimidating, but we all love to talk football. John is going to go play with himself, and he'll be right back. Return by Davis. 5:34 left in the first. Gain of a few on the return. 3-3 game. Still the first. Running back production's tough when your offensive line is not helping you out. Is Jeff Hafley a top 5 DC? Pure defensive coordinators. Right now, probably. But let me just think about it for a second. I think Flores and Saleh are 2 that come to mind. I think Vance Joseph is pretty fantastic. Who else is there? Thinking. Am I missing anyone that's a big name? Oh, Fangio. So that might be my top 5 right there. Hafley's in there. I think that sounds about right. Michael says, just sub Mitch. What do you think about this game? Is it going to be a shootout? It could be, but it doesn't look like it will be so far. I think it will be in the 20s. If I had to guess. 27-24. Something about this is screaming 27-24. 24-23. Something like that. Thank you for just subbing, though. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Money Mitch. I'm 170 subscribers away from being monetized. Trying to make it happen. Let's go. If you like NFL betting content, NFL fantasy content, and you just like me, go subscribe. The link is pinned in the pinned comment in the live chat. Subscribe. Victonio is on fire. 13-2. Jazz says, who you got winning the Super Bowl? I picked before the year Buffalo over Green Bay. That was my pick. I feel pretty good about that pick right now. Buffalo looked fantastic this week. Packers looked dominant. So I feel pretty good. 1st and 10. Herbert, play action. Pressured, throws, it's caught. Good big play by Herbert to McConkey to the 48-yard line, despite the hit by Max Crosby on Justin Herbert. Bodo says, just because I hate everyone besides Big Al and Harley doesn't mean I'm mean. Joseph has Miami over Chicago. Thinks it's opposite day. At the 47-yard line, heavy formation to the right. Fullback in the game. Herbert hands it off to his rookie, Hampton. And he gets into Raider territory at the 47-yard line. Oh, that's not Hampton. That was Najee, the man with one eye. My apologies. I should have known by the dreads. 4:30 left in the first. Who's my favorite college team? I don't really have one. I've kind of, over the years, I wouldn't say I'm a loyal fan to any individual program. At the moment, it tends to be Texas. I've been a Michigan fan for over the years because of Brady. I've always liked the Hurricanes. So those are some teams that I typically do cheer for. Flag on the play. Herbert takes off and he gets the first down. We will see what the flag is for. .401 left in the first. Offside. Penalty decline. First down, Herbert. Chip Kelly consults with Tom Brady multiple times a week to go over the game plan and film. I did not know that. Tom Brady's game planning. 3:55 left in the first. Chargers at the 35 of the Raiders. Quentin Johnston in motion. Herbert steps up, does a little hop, but he is sacked. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. That is Lelu on the sack. First quarter. Big sack. Good effort. Second and 13. Their corners are holding up well so far, Singh. 3:05 in the first. Trips to the right. Johnston to the left. Herbert looks right. Throws right. Complete to Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen against a linebacker. Takes it for 10. Third down and 3. 2:45 left in the first. Quentin Johnston on the sidelines now. Looking gassed. All he's doing is running straight. Chargers 0 for 2 on third down so far. This is the closest they've had it to the sticks. Empty formation. Herbert rips it over the middle. It's his first third down conversion. That's Ladd McConkey. There is a flag. Offside on the offense on 3rd and 3. Take that baby back. Lambert Smith with the Kadarius Toney wide receiver offside on 3rd down. 3rd and 8. That was funny, Big Al. That was funny. Chris Jones and Jalen Hurts, that was funny. Trips to the left. Johnston to the right. Herbert steps up. He's going to run. He makes a man miss, and he gets the first down. And a little bit of a headshot, maybe. Flag on the play. Got to protect the quarterback. .146 in the first. Herbert just took a shot. Unnecessary roughness on the Raiders for the hit against Herbert. Panther says, I need Herbert to ball out this game for real. He's praying. M Sports Review says, should the tush push be banned? Yes, it's boring as shit. What happened to the good old QB sneak? I don't like seeing dudes push other dudes in the ass for 1 yard. Like, give me something more entertaining. Handoff. Hampton inside the 10 to the 8. 1:20 left in the first. Running behind his line to the right. Where are the ladies? That's a good question. Maybe you scared them all away, John. I don't know. Maybe it's too late. Maybe they're all asleep. Flag. Raiders had 12 men on the field, half the distance to the goal. .114 in the first. 3-3 Raiders Chargers. First and 5. Herbert under center at the 7. Handoff. Stuffed. Is Hampton. It's a loss of a couple yards. Good run defense by the Raiders. If you haven't already, you're a jabroni. Like the video. Share the video. .40 seconds in the first. I don't know how he threw 3 picks and still won. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm not too surprised that he won, because Jake Browning's won some games before. But throwing 3 picks and winning is pretty wild. That team was meant for Jameis. At the 10. John says, Chargers. 3 receiver formation. Herbert. 2nd and 8. Takes a snap. Herbert. Pressure. Herbert steps up. Herbert on the move to the right. Herbert throws. Touchdown! Caden Allen. Chargers. 2 feet in. Extra point coming. Jags defense looks a bit better this year. I'm not saying they're great, but they do look better. 20 seconds left in the first. Chargers take a 7-point lead. On the road. The Packers? Why the Packers? Oh, Bodo, are you beating me? You have to apologize for that. $10-3. Hunter says, my Colts got really lucky. What'd you think of the game, Hunter? Big Al says, Gronk, spike the like button. Don't be a damn jabroni. And subscribe. Also, subscribe to Money Mitch. We're working our way to 1,000. I'm actually more blonde, believe it or not. I know the lighting doesn't really show that. Kind of like dark blonde, you know. Tucker on the run. Couple yards. Khalil Mack is injured now. His former team is who he's facing off with. That would be a big loss. It looked like he hurt his wrist. So the vet is going to get checked out. People will argue. What can I say? Hunter's impressed with the Colts offense. That's a fair take. They did play well. I agree with that take. I feel like they're a quarterback away from being a good team, and so far, Daniel Jones has been pretty good. Indiana Jones. Backup QB battle? Vikings, Bengals? Or just in general? There's a lot of backup quarterbacks. If you could add one player from your division not named Josh Allen to push the Patriots over the edge, who would you add? From my division. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's a good question. First guy that popped into my mind was Tyreek. But Garrett Wilson Might be less of a headache. I thought about Quinnen Williams, but we have good D tackles. I would say Garrett Wilson. That's going to be my pick, actually. Unless Tyreek can take himself out of the headlines. 2nd and 3. Geno, play action. Throws. Incomplete. Good coverage. There is a flag. I think Garrett Wilson's better than he gets credit for just because he plays for the Jets. Illegal contact on the Chargers. Looks like Khalil Mack is going to the locker room, potentially get an x-ray. I think he might have broke his wrist. That's tough. John, you are suicidal. You bet against Josh Allen on primetime in Buffalo with Mr. Brightside playing. Handoff stuffed. 2nd down and 10 coming up after Genty goes nowhere. M Sports says, as a Pats fan, do you think DeMarcus Covington should receive some credit for the Packers defense? He's always been a good D-line coach. He's just a terrible DC. More so a bad play caller, not really a defensive coordinator. 2nd and 10. Geno, play action. Dumps it off. Ball's batted in the air, and it was almost picked, but Genty saved it. Geno's making some dicey decisions right now. 3rd and 10. 14 minutes left in the half. We're anticipating Big Al's 5 takeaways. Bodo is even asking for it. If you haven't already, guys, Gronk spike the like button and share this link with your friends. We are live on a late Monday night. It is the 2nd quarter. I got to change that on the screen. 2nd quarter, 14:02 in the 2nd. Bunch to the left. Geno looks left, throws left. It's open. Jacoby Myers, 35-30. Jacoby Myers launches himself near the 25-yard line. Geno! 1st down, Raiders. Why am I getting so many notifications on Twitter? Oh, it's Max Elbow. Geno Smith under pressure, throws incomplete. Flag. Holding on Raiders. Take that back. 1st and 20. 13-32 in the 2nd. Big Al says Ravens offense struggled and still blew out Flacco 41-17. Damn. $13.32. Scott. Twitter is updating me on injuries. Handoff. Genty bounces it. Genty breaks a tackle. He picks up 3. That's it. 2nd and 17. Singh says, give the ball to Bowers. I agree, Singh. I agree. Pete Carroll is 78. I'm pretty sure he's 74. Bodo says, did the Ravens offense struggle or just Henry? By the way, how much money do I have on the Chargers? I don't have that much money on either of these teams, I'll say that. Geno. I think John has money on the Chargers. Scramble, 2nd and 17. Geno back in the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's 3rd and 1. Good run by Geno. Scampering. At the 20. Pistol. Mare at tight end. It's a handoff. Genty, first down, gain of 3. 1st and 10 in the red zone, the Raiders. 11:50 left in the first half. The best bet this week, the Money Mitch Maker, whatever it's called. We'll talk about it in a minute here. We got the game going, but I'll let you know what happened. At the 17-yard line, Geno checks it down to Genty. Spinorama. Genty to the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 7, 6, 5. My Money Mitch Maker was Seattle. Okay, so it was a teaser. 6-point teaser. Biggest bet of the week. Seattle +9. Cash. Patriots +8.5. Cash. 2 outright wins with dogs. Dallas made me sweat. +0.5 point. Cash. And Bills -0.5 point. Cash. Incomplete. On 2nd and 6, 3rd and 6. I also took the Eagles -1. That was the second biggest bet. Cash. Myers on the corner route. Incomplete. That was on Patreon, by the way. My best bets for spreads this week went 3 and 2. I just lost the Texans, unfortunately. It was close. I lost the Bears, but I won the Patriots, the Eagles, and the Seahawks. 3rd and 6. Fumbled snap. Geno goes down. He is sacked after the fumble. I believe that was Tart, who's been excellent the first 2 games. Oh, that wasn't Tart. Sorry. Weird play. Yeah, Stroud played like shit. I didn't bet the Vikings game. Didn't have a good feel for that one. 40-yard attempt is good. 10-6. Anyone that did bet the Falcons, though, congratulations. That was a good bet. I thought about it just because, like, all the injuries the Vikings had, but I don't know. I just don't like betting against the Vikings at home. They're scary. You know what's the funniest stat in the NFL? Torrey Taylor, who got drafted by the Bears as the punter with Caleb Williams, Caleb Williams texted him the night he got drafted. Hey, you're not going to punt too much here. And the stat is, since this text, Torrey Taylor has punted 92 times, the most in the NFL. What's up, Melissa? How you doing? She says, let's go. How do you say Raiders? Do you say Raiders? Raiders. Or do you say Raiders? John says the easiest bet Sunday is Pittsburgh straight up. John is off his rocker. Delusional. Patriots to the bowl, John. Come on. Singh says, I need your Pats to win next week. That was on Twitter, Bodo. 9:54 left in the first half. 10-6. If you're new and you're just tuning in and you're seeing this channel for the first time, say hello. Say, who is this jabroni? Kick it off. Chargers from the 5, 10, 20, 25. Return to the 32-yard line. Up by 4. When is McDaniels going to let May go Allen mode? When he needs to? I don't know. May was pretty damn awesome on Sunday. At the 32. One back, one tight end, 3 receivers. Handoff to Quentin Johnston is a loss of 2 yards. Thrown down by Devin White. 9:30 left in the first half. Devin White is back. Second down. He did, Robert. He did. How you doing, Robert? What's going on with the Eagles, Big Al? I know they're 2-0, but they're like the most boring 2-0 team since last year's Chiefs. 2nd and 12. Herbert throws. Complete to the 36. 3rd and 6. Because they got outplayed, Singh. Sounds good, Robert. Thanks for joining the chat. 8:40 left in the first half. Damn, Bodo's a rapper. He's a poet. Huge 3rd and 6 at the Charger 36. Trips to the left. Herbert takes the snap. Looks left. Fires. Incomplete. Looking for his favorite jabroni, Quentin Johnston. 8:14 left in the game. Raider defense makes the stand. Did the ball get deflected? It did. It got tipped at the line by Tyree Wilson, former first-round pick. Chargers punting. Fair catch at the 11-yard line. 8:06 left in the game. How concerned am I about the Texans? From a personal perspective, I don't care. From a Texans perspective, I'm pretty concerned. I mean, they did play the Rams and the Bucs, 2 teams that are playoff teams, and they barely lost to both of them. But it is concerning that they're 0-2 and the way the offense has looked not good. Panda says, have a feeling the Rams are covering the spread this week. I have a feeling the Rams might just damn win the game. Singh says Rams are still overrated. Okay. Big Al says, what up, Panda? Commercial. Let's get those likes up, guys. That's how more people find this video, find the channel, find the stream. Yeah, it could be a 3-4 point game. I can see that. .806 in the first half. $10-6 is the score. Raiders lead the game in yards, 85-74. They are down by 4. Raiders with the ball at their own 11. Geno hands it off. Genty with an explosive run to the right. Picks up 6. 7:50 left in the first half. Dylan Gabriel has more passing touchdowns than Jalen Hurts this year. 2nd and 4. At the 16. 17, actually. Geno throws right. It is caught for a first down by Michael Mayer. 7:20 left in the first half. Bowers must be more hurt than they're letting on. Yeah. I mean, he hasn't played the full complement of snaps tonight, so I would think so. He is active. I'm not sure he's out there right now. Oh, no, he is. Handoff Genty. And a good run. I think he got a first down there. 6:40 left in the first half. What's y'all's favorite spread pick next week, says Panda. At the 33 for the Raiders. Under center is Geno. Fake the handoff. Chuck it over to the left. That's a gain of 9 on the play action. .545 left in the first half. Down by 4. Raiders are trying to drive this football down the field. Geno. 2nd and 2. Back in the gun. 2 to the right. He fakes the handoff. Looking downfield, he's going to go deep. Thornton trying to compete for the football. Hart was in coverage. Incomplete. No flag. 3rd and 2. 5:21 left in the first half. Pete wants a pass interference call. And it definitely looks like Hart was there early. Could have definitely been called, I think. Third and 2. Timeout Chargers. Pete's mad too. Still. Strawberry, what's up? How you doing? Panda likes the Colts -3? Who the Colts play? Panda's jumping on the Colts now, huh? All right, 3rd and 2. At their own 42. 2 receivers to the left. They're going to hand it off, and it is stuffed. A loss of multiple yards on the play. The Chargers. With the stop, Henley shoots in. He has an interception. He has a tackle for loss. Colts play the Titans. That's interesting. Fourth and 6. 4:40 left in the first half. Raiders punt. Fair catch at the 8-yard line of LA. 4:34 left in the first half. 10-6. Chargers. Big Al likes Tampa -7 against the Jets. Jets. Sing's talking about last Thursday. Probably tomorrow, bro. I couldn't do the one that I typically do on Sundays because I wasn't here, so I will do it tomorrow. I'll do that. I'll do power rankings. I'll do waiver wire. I'll do what else? Maybe some early best bets. We got lots of shit cooking, bro. I got to get going. I might have to skip the Monday Night Football recap. I'm kind of tired right now. I'm feeling it. Not going to lie. Chargers live bet is -6.5. Wow, that's crazy. Big Al says it's going down Tampa and Buffalo for next week's lock of the week. Braden says, are the Colts back? They might just be. Might just be. Thanks for the dislike. Herbert, 1st and 10. Throw over the middle. Keenan Allen caught, gain of 9. That is at the Charger 19. 4:20 left in the first half. John needs a touchdown. I like ESPN scoreboard. I will say that. I don't know if it's the best. 2nd and 1 becomes 3rd and inches after half a yard is gained by Najee Harris up the middle. Landon Roberts makes the hit. 3:40 left in the first half. Raiders looking for a big 3rd down and 1 stop. Herbert under center. Motions Davis across. They hand it left. Tripped up. Broken tackle. Another broken tackle. Hampton is pushed out of bounds after a good run. 3:10 left in the first half. Good run by the Rook on 3rd and 1. Braden, thanks, man. Colts literally going to go undefeated. Get hype. You just jinxed them. $2:40 left in the first half. With the ball at their own 33. 4-man rush. Herbert throws it over the middle. It's complete to one of his tight ends. I believe that was Disley at the 39 of the Chargers. 2-2-2 in the second. It's running. 2:15. 2:10. $2:05. 3-receiver formation. Tight end to the right. We've got a commercial at the 2-minute warning. 10-6 Chargers. How's everybody doing? Let me know. Not quite the witching hour yet, Johnny. Not quite, sir. Austin says Tom Brady or Belichick or both. I mean both. Both. But Brady is more responsible. Fair? You wish, says Mitch, you picked the Texans over the Bucks. I'm sad, brother. Sorry. The Bucks, that was a really good game. It was close. Texans easily could have won. Bucks proved me wrong. I thought they had too many injuries. They still were able to win. Texans still have too many issues on offense. It was a good win for the Bucks. Really good win for the Bucks. And Baker, especially. Baker played really well. I will give them credit where it is due. Austin wants the Chiefs to miss the playoffs. Don't we all? 2nd and 3. Herbert facing a 3-man rush is going deep. And it's Quentin Johnston for a deep ball touchdown. I just lost my fantasy matchup. Touchdown Chargers. 60 yards. 151 left in the first half. That looked like a blown coverage to me. Herbert strikes with a deep ball to Quentin Johnston. Let's see. Fakes the crosser, cuts it back to the sidelines. Herbert hits a bomb. He's targeted Johnson already, must have been 5 times. That was his first catch, and it was a 60-yard bomb. Damn it, Quentin Johnston. Panda's hilarious. Panda loves it. Sing, says Mitch, you should have picked the Chargers in the playoffs. Yeah, I regret that. I thought that Slater would become too much to overcome. I don't know about that. Criddle. But they look good. Man, don't get me started, Sing. Don't get me started. So, (17-6). Raiders need to respond here. Return to the 28-yard line. 1:45 left in the first half. 1st and 10. Raiders. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Geno, 4-man rush by the Chargers. Someone pushes him all the way back. It's a quick throw to his running back, the Walmart Christian McCaffrey. Gets the first down. 1:37 left in the first half. Geno. Over the middle to Christian McCaffrey for a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Going quick. Geno throws right. Did he catch it? No. 3rd and 6. Ball hit the turf before Tucker secured it. 1:14 left in the first half. 3 timeouts. Walmart Christian McCaffrey. Strawberry says, can't believe people were hyping up Bryce Young and the Panthers. When did Greg Roman become an explosive passing game? Last week. Daniels looking like a slump. Yeah, I agree. 3rd and 6. Geno. Scrambling to his right. On the move. Launches it deep. And it's intercepted. Where did he get marked down? 1:01 left in the first half. Geno threw it up like an arm punt, giving Thornton a chance. Jefferson picked it off. Where did he go down? At the 1. At the 1. So this is interesting. The Chargers have the ball at their own 1-yard line. And the Raiders have 3 timeouts. If they can get a quick 3 and out here, they'll get good field position. Chargers have 2 timeouts up by 11 to get themselves into field goal range. Got to be careful at your own 1-yard line, though. The Chargers are in tush-push formation. What's up, Don? How you doing? Herbert moves the pile for 2 yards. One minute left in the half. Somebody called a timeout. I thought it was the Raiders, but I'm not 100% sure. Geno has 2 picks. Herbert has 2 touchdowns. They are not doing that, Strawberry. Strawberry! What did you think of your least favorite quarterback having a great performance on Sunday, huh? You're quiet on that front, Strawberry. Like the video, guys. We're almost at halftime. Let's try to get at least 40 likes before half. 2nd and 8. Herbert in the gun from his own end zone. Quick throw. It's Quentin Johnston rubbing it in the wound. At the 9-yard line, it'll be 3rd and 1. Strawberry just puke emoji. Can't stand her own team winning a game. 56 seconds left in the half. Another timeout taken by the Raiders. Big Al, no you didn't. You did not. They beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. How did we start talking about the Pats? Can we go one stream without you jabronis talking about the Patriots? That's what Bodo says. 3rd and 1. Johnston motions all the way to the far side of the left. 4 receiver formation. It's a toss to the left. Hampton picks up the first down. 50 seconds left in the half. 20 seconds left in the first half. 2 timeouts for the Chargers at their own 12. Herbert hands it off. And to the 20. The Chargers will let the half run out. 17-6. Chargers. Chargers will also get the ball after halftime because the first play of the game was Geno throwing a pick. So, I will see you for the third quarter, the fourth quarter. Thanks, guys, for joining me so far on this late Monday Night Football stream. I'll be back. I'm going to go get some tea. Don't forget to like the video, share the link, and also, please, this is a good time. Go check out Money Mitch, the YouTube channel Money Mitch. I'll post the link for you guys. It's in the pinned comment of the live chat. We are not far away at all from 1,000 subscribers. At 1,000 subscribers, I get to be monetized. My second channel being monetized, so it would very much be appreciated. Hold on one second. There's the link. Big Al's got the link for you guys. Go subscribe. All right. BRB, homies. BRB. What is going on? Jabronis. What's up? We still haven't hit 40 likes. What are you doing? What loss was worse? 15, 39, or 57? And what win meant the most? 52 or 59? He's talking to Big Al, I assume. Yeah, but don't. What's up, bro? Said, had me worried there, big guy. I was in Arizona, bro, since Thursday. I did say that like 3 times in 3 different videos. I thought that if Yabba Dabba Don't had watched my content, he would figure it out. Strawberry says, I effing hate Mac Jones. Can't wait till he's off my team. Why? Why do you hate Mac Jones? He just diced up. Come on. That is crazy. Thank you for the super chat. Yabba dabba. Get the bots out of here, Caesar. JJ is not it, Caesar says. What's my favorite Super Bowl win? Super Bowl 49. Adam says Herbert MVP season. Could be. Could be. He's got to watch out for Drake May. But yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were a Seahawks fan, Austin. I'm sorry, man. No, but it's my favorite because it was 10 years in between the one that we won, right? It was 10 years in between the last win. And there was 2 losses in between that. So, yeah. Why don't you just counter by saying Kyle Shanahan is the best? Just say the only reason Mac's good is because Kyle's the guy. That's what you should say. Sam says, do you know that Lamar now has the highest rating of all time? I heard that. There can't rub that in my face. I don't really, like, it's cool. It's a cool stat, whatever. I think passer rating is, like, whatever. Like, I'm not even, it's cool. Nothing. You know, it's cool. I think a lot of it is, like, he doesn't have the volume. So that's part of the reason I feel like he has such a high passer rating. But it's a cool stat. Good for him. Give him credit. Sing as a 20-year-old man is talking about Super Bowl 34. Like he was there. Sing, are we sure you're not AI? What's up, Mary? Let me know how Brock Bowers doing for real. He's not doing shit right now. He's got 1 catch. I'm not too surprised he's not having a big game, though, just because, 1, the Chargers have Derwin James, and 2, he's hurt. So, like, I'm not that surprised by, like, not a great game, but they're going to have to be passing in the second half, so I'm sure he'll be out there. He's just not been too involved yet. Strawberry says, but hey, can't wait to trade him next offseason and get a decent draft pick. Where are we going to, where, I was going to say we. Where are you going to trade him? Why wouldn't you keep him so that he can keep winning games as a backup? Thanks, Mary. I think you mean me. I'm not sure, but thanks. Brazil in the chat. Let's go. What's up, Brazil? Sam says Brock Bowers is selling my 8-leg parlay. 8 legs is downright outrageous. I would not advise that. Jas says I got 650 on a 2-leg parlay. Chargers money line and Herbert under half a pick. It's not a bad bet. Not a bad bet. Durkant says, check the Durkant versus Dried Ocean fantasy matchup real quick. His players are shitting their pants. Super Team versus Chubba Chubba Choo Choo Chum. Nice name. To the 25-yard line. Christian McCaffrey on the tackle. 14:53 left in the third. 6 super chats. Shout out to you guys. 42 likes. Not a shout out to you guys. That is not good enough. I'm sorry. Strawberry is the biggest Mac Jones hater in the world, and she is a Niners fan. First and 10. Handoff. A loss of 2. Max Crosby and others on the stop. Hampton can't go anywhere. Jas says, I got another 300 3-leg parlay. The last match is Colts money line next week. Should I cash out? How much do you win? How much do you win? That's a bigger question. And also, I think you shouldn't if the Chargers win today. But maybe you should if they don't. 2nd and 11. Herbert. Down the right sideline. Wide open. And a first down for Trey Harris. I believe that was Trey Harris. Fade down the sideline. Shitty ass cover 2. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to each side. 2 stacked to the left. Herbert looks left. Throws. It's Quentin Johnston. To the 48-yard line. 13:35 in the third. Did the Raiders lose a corner, or am I crazy? Someone get hurt? Herbert throws. Ladd McConkey, first down. McConkey to the 37-yard line. First down. Chargers. 13 minutes left in the third. $12.50 in the third. I got to change the scoreboard. I'm a depressed Detroit fan. What's up, bro? John just bet Chargers minus 13. He definitely did not. Don't listen to him. Herbert on the move to the right. Scrambling. Slides for a loss of 2. That was a weird slide. 12:20 left in the third. Raiders run D low-key nice. Yeah, it is kind of. They sell out to stop the run a little bit too much, though. Kind of Tampa Bay-ish. And Devin White is kind of back in a weird way. 2nd and 13. Herbert, play action. Checks it down. Hampton. Jamal Adams on the tackle. I mean, no wonder they're so good against the run. They have Jamal Adams, Landon Roberts, and Devin White. The all 2020 run defense of the NFL. And Max Crosby. Austin says, will Mitch be mad if the Bills win the Super Bowl? Austin, you obviously don't know me very well. You obviously do not know me very well if you think I'll be mad that the Bills win the Super Bowl. 3 receivers to the right. Quick throw is wide open. That's a gain of 11. 4th and 1. The easiest 11 yards of Trey Harris's young career. Big 4th and 1. I'm kind of hoping the Raiders make this stop so we can get a good game here, but I think I would just kick the field goal if I were the Chargers. I don't know how much confidence they have in the young Dicker. Little Dicker, Big Dicker. 4th and 2. Under center is Herbert at the 30 of the Raiders. Timeout by the Raiders. That's a fucking bizarre timeout. Pete Carroll. Get checked for dementia. Why are you taking a timeout there? That's absurd. Get checked for dementia. Epic Cat says, yo. Do I think Herbert will be under 260? What is he at now? Which team has the fewest first downs? The Eagles? Who? The Vikings? Play action. Herbert throws. It's complete on 4th and 2. Down to the 5. Keenan Allen's back. 1st and goal. He beats Eric Stokes. Keenan with his slow ass inside the 5 or at the 5. 3 receiver formation. Under center is Herbert. And frustration out of Madison Beer's boyfriend. Timeout. Chargers. Looking to extend the lead. 1st and goal. 9:35 in the 3rd. Strawberry needs 41 more yards from Little McConkey. Little lad. Niners win the Super Bowl. Damn. With Mac Jones? I don't know, man. I don't really hate him. Strawberry says stop. 1st and goal. Handoff. Hampton. Down at the 2. 2nd and goal. Why can't the Jets know how to be good? Says Singh. Because they're the Jets. I don't know. They're cursed. 9 minutes left in the 3rd. At the 2. Herbert hands it off again. And that's 1 yard. 3rd and goal at the 1. Damn. I don't know. That's a hot take. The Niners winning the Super Bowl. I could see them getting there, but that's a hot take. Hot. 4 likes from 50. Yeah, that's true, Austin. I think that's fair. I don't like the Chiefs. Handoff. And the Raider run D stands tall again. Why did they run it 3 straight times? Did they not listen to what I just said? Bro, they've got Devin White and Jamal Adams. Just throw the ball. Literally throw it at them. That's probably a good idea. Fourth and goal, 7:40 left in the 3rd. Field goal now from Little Dicker. Bad snap. Tony Romo corrals it. And they kick it through the uprights. 7:30 left in the 3rd. 20-6. Strawberry says if Mac Jones keeps playing, he will eventually play a D-line that can actually collapse the pocket, and he will fold like paper towel. Dude moves slower than my grandma, and she's dead. Damn! What? You are mean. Strawberry is the biggest Mac Jones hater on planet Earth. All I know is that all Niners fans were saying how great Mac is, how the O-line, they look great because of Mac's getting the ball out on time, Purdy's throwing burgers, and how Mac needs to be the guy, and how Shanahan's a wizard. That's all everybody was talking about today. That's all I heard. At least it keeps the game somewhat entertaining. 20-6. Touchdown would have been tough. Touchdown would have been tough for the eyeballs. A touchdown, we're right back to a 1-score game. Big Mac Jones. Damn right, Caesar. Strawberry is... She's a sour strawberry today. Strawberry, are the Niners expected to have Purdy and Ayuk back for the Rams game? Or no? $7:30 in the 3rd. Not Ayuk. What about Kittle? Kittle? The Raiders on the return to the 34-yard line. 7:20 left in the 3rd. Down by 14. Won't be back for the... Okay. Are they really interviewing a boxer right now? On Monday Night Football? That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Have they ever interviewed a person from another sport on Monday Night Football before? I feel like that's never happened in the history of my life. No, I'm not like saying it's bad. I'm just saying like I've never seen them do that before. I think they need to play Mac against the Rams to have a chance, to be honest. Geno throws right, and it was a dangerous throw. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, 7:19 left in the third. So what you're saying to me is the Niners will slam the Bucs. That's what you're saying. Second and 10, 7:19 in the third. Under center, Geno hands it off. Genty with 2 nice jukes. Genty getting thrown out of bounds after a gain of 5. 7 minutes in the third. '49ers easiest schedule. Well, not when half your team's hurt. It's not that easy. Third and 5. Myers in motion. Now would be a good time for Brock Bowers. Bam! Brock Bowers right on cue. To the 35-yard line. First down, Raiders. Let's see if he can get it going. I know he's injured, but if they have a chance in this game, they need Brock Bowers, Ultra's favorite NFL player, to get it going. Six minutes in the third. Geno under center. Brock Bowers in motion. Fake the toss. Geno finds Jacoby. Jacoby Myers for a gain of 5. 5:50 in the third. I was there, Caesar. That's why they were broadcasting. They were trying to find me in the crowd. 5:25 in the third. Handoff. Genty gains 4. 3rd and 1. 5:20 in the third. 2 likes from 50, guys. We've been slacking on the likes tonight. I know it's a late one. Geno, QB sneak, gets it. First down. At their own 45. I liked Mac at Alabama. I probably would be off the bandwagon of Mac Jones if he hadn't been a Patriot. But you would honestly think that the way that it ended with the Patriots that I wouldn't like him because he was on the Patriots. So I guess it goes both ways. 4:15 in the third. Geno in the gun. Geno pumps. Geno scrambles. Geno is going to run, and he picks up 2. 4:02 in the third. 2nd down and 8. What's up, lady? How you doing? 1 like from 50. 1 like. Geno checks it down to Genty. Genty gets to the 49. 3rd and 5. Geno throws. It's caught by Bowers on 3rd and 6. Another conversion on 3rd down for Brock Bowers. Geno sitting in there and taking hits. Play action. Geno throws to the flat. Jacoby Myers. Myers, 1st down. 2 minutes in the 3rd. Or maybe they'll mark it a little short. It's been a long day, guy. Long day, bro, but we're live on a Monday night. Yeah, John, I'm disappointed about the Texans. They hurt me. Texans hurt my face. Other than that, yeah, we did pretty well. Hopefully we can carry that into week 3. Keep it going. 2nd and 1. Geno goes down the sidelines, and Myers doesn't see it. Incomplete. 3rd and 1. 1:24 in the 3rd quarter. Mahomes has had some weird Super Bowl games. I feel like he's had good parts of the games and bad parts of the games. He played terrible against the Bucs, and he played terrible against the Eagles. There's no debate about that. The other games, he played pretty well against the Eagles in the first game, despite not having a great stat line. In the second Niners game, I felt like he had a really good second half, even though more of that was really about the Niners defense, in my opinion. And then in the first Niners game, I thought he played really poorly in the first half, but really well in the second half. So, kind of up and down. Hey, congrats, Mary. This has been a 6-minute, 30-second drive, 12 plays. Tomorrow. You talking about for week 2? Tomorrow. Yeah, everything's well, not everything, but my recap is behind just because I was away. Genty is stuffed on 1st down. Everything else, though, should be out on time. I'm still going to have power rankings out tomorrow. Early best bets on Money Mitch tomorrow. What else? Waiver wire tomorrow. I'm going to have like 4 videos tomorrow. Plus, I have Bleacher Report at 8 a.m. So, yeah, I'm going to be busy tomorrow for sure. So, I'll have the review, power rankings, best bets, and waiver wire. I'm going to try and get all of those done tomorrow. Best bets for week 3, my official best bets will be out on Wednesday night or Thursday morning. And my early best bets, hopefully tomorrow. For sure tomorrow, actually. For sure tomorrow on Money Mitch. John says, OMG, I'm so excited. My Dodgers and Philly game may just go over. Congrats, John. I I did bet a little baseball this summer. Not a fun experience. Didn't do too bad, but it's just wild. I didn't do well in week 1. I don't know I don't know how I did this week. I assume I did pretty well against the spread this week. But I have to look. I have to count. But week 1 was rough. I did not have a good spread week in week 1. We are 2-0 on the Money Mitch pick of the week, though. Wonder who my week 3 pick will be. Or what it will be. Let me see. Let me try and do that right now. What my record was. I pretty much remember off the top of my head. Okay. So Packers correct. Rams correct, 2-0. Seahawks 3. Bills. Did I take the Jets? I might have taken the Jets on the spread. That might be a loss. I'll have to double check that. I think I might have taken the Jets, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, which was stupid. 2, 3. 3-1. I took the Bears, so 3-2. Ravens, 4-2. Did I take the Giants? Genty, handoff to the 32. I took the Giants in the early week, and I think I took the Cowboys later in the week. So I think I effed myself. So I think I got that one wrong. I'm going to go by the bottom line view picks for the bottom line view. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. 5-3. Niners, 6-3. Patriots, 7-3. Bengals? Did I take the Bengals? I actually don't know if I took the Bengals against the spread. 3rd and 6. Geno under pressure. There is a flag. It could be offside. Geno's running around in circles. He throws the ball up into the end zone, and it's incomplete. I'm assuming this is offside on the Chargers. 14:09 in the 4th. Does anyone know if I took the Bengals? I might have taken the Jags. I can't remember. I took the Bengals to win, but I don't remember who I took against the spread. So I'm going to have to double check that. Anyways, I think I was at, 7 or 8? I took the Eagles for sure, 9. I got the Broncos wrong. I think I took the Falcons with the points, but I got that one wrong straight up. 3rd and 1, complete Myers, spinorama to the 18. It was offside. The Raiders convert with Jacoby Myers, keeping themselves in this game. 14-1 is really good. Not going to lie. 14-1 is really good. Although it wasn't too uncommon this week. Week 2 is pretty strong for a lot of people. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying. It was pretty strong for a lot of people. Spread, maybe not so much, but straight up for sure. Geno sits in the pocket, slings it to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Looking for Brock Bowers. 13:22 left. So I know for sure I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I for sure got 4 spread picks wrong. But that's pretty good. 2nd and 10. 13:22 left. Geno throws. Complete to Tucker. Underneath for a gain of a few. Hart is hurt after that play. He's had a really strong game at corner for the Chargers. 13 minutes left in the game. I'm not sure what the injury is. 3rd and 7. Geno in the gun. Bowers to the left. Geno bouncing, hopping, stepping up, flag on the play. It's going to be holding on the Raiders probably. Geno got the first down on the run. Oh, I did take the Bengals. Beautiful. Nice. Holding on the Raiders. Unfortunate penalty right there. Because Geno had the first down. Third and 17. Raiders might be forced to a field goal here. Geno takes a snap. Checks it down. And Genty gets just to the 18-yard line. It'll be 4th down and long. Still 10 or more. 11:50 in the game. They are going to kick it to make it an 11-point game. Really counting on their defense to keep them in this. 37 yards. The kick is good. 20-9. Now keep in mind, the Raiders need 11. So that's a touchdown with a 2-point and a field goal. Keep that in mind. If you guys haven't already liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Week 2 review coming out tomorrow. Week 3 power rankings coming out tomorrow. Money Mitch channel. We are closing in on monetization. Get your boy paid. Go subscribe. We're close. We should honestly have it by the end of the week. So let's go. That's our goal, baby. Let's get it done. Money Mitch channel. Go check it out if you haven't. Four safeties and a field goal is crazy. Yeah, we got to bounce back. Which ones I get wrong, Big Al? Or you don't know? I'll go check. I'll have to check. $11:15 left in the game. Down by 11 are the Raiders. They need a big stop, a turnover, something. A roller into the end zone. The Chargers take the touchback. 11:15 in the game. Big Al, you don't have to do that if you want to stay in the stream, bro. I can do it myself. It's okay. I was just wondering if you knew. Shout out to John, Braden, Yabba Dabba Don't, and M Sports Review for the super chats today. Austin says Bills Super Bowl 60. All right, we're back. Herbert with the beauty to Quentin Johnston was the biggest play of the game. Maybe the turning point as well. 11:15. Chargers with the ball. That sounds good, John. Play action for Herbert. He checks it down to Najee. Najee running hard for a gain of 9 after that. 11 minutes left in the game. Come on, Raiders, make a stop. Let's make this interesting, man. Make this fun for the homies. John or me? Because I do have documented proof. Run is a first down for the Chargers. Gain of 1. 10:25 left. That's crazy, Bodo. The Raiders have more first downs in this game than the Chargers, which is insane. 20-9. 10 minutes left. At their own 30. Chargers. Heavy formation. Najee's the back. Play action. Check it down again. Najee again. Najee with a spin move. Najee gets through for another first down. Check down Charlie. It's effective. 9:35 left in the game. Last four, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty interesting. 9:20 left. First pet is MFer. At their own 41, it's a quick slant off time to Quentin Johnston. 9:07 left. There is a flag. Might be a legal man downfield on the Chargers, because that looked effed up. I guess there's no penalty. 2nd and 10. 9:07 left. Come on, Raiders, get a stop. One stop. The people want to see it. Except for John. Everyone else that doesn't really care about the result wants to see it. Pratt. All right, 9:07 left. Blitz by the Raiders. Herbert gets it out quick to McConkey, and it'll be 3rd and 1 or 2. 9 minutes left. Near the 50. Thank you guys for tuning in late tonight. Chargers, Raiders, doubleheader Monday Night Football. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, like the video. If you haven't already, say hi. How you doing, Mitch? And I'll say hi. How you doing, jabroni? In the chat. 8:30 left in the game. 3rd and 1. Herbert in the gun. 3 receivers. McConkey in motion to the left. Herbert's got all the time in the world, and he tries to throw it to the Raiders in the hands of Pratt, who dropped the ball. Wow. Whoever bet Herbert under half and Chargers to win is the luckiest mother effer I've ever heard in the chat. That should have been a pick. That could have been a good return, too. Potentially. 4th and 1, 8:14 left. Will the Chargers go? They're going to go. Davis fumbles the ball, and the Raiders make the stop. A very bold decision by the Chargers, leading by 11 at the 50-yard line. They go for it on 4th and 1. They run a jet toss, and it goes backwards. Now the Raiders have great field position, down by 11. Wow. That was interesting. Jas, your ass was saved. John, why you blame me? What did I do? Buck says Vegas, baby. Woo! How about the Baker touchdown maker, Mitch? Hey, I already gave him his flowers. I'll give him his flowers on the review show, bro. Baker proved me wrong once again. Didn't think they could overcome those injuries, but all of a sudden, the worst offense, the Texans, they just gave it to them, bro. Even though Texans had the lead late. It was a good game. John, that's fun. A fun question. I don't know why you're sweating every game when I'm live. I don't know. Bodo says, I picked the Chargers, but after seeing that dumbass play call by Harbaugh, I hope they lose. That's fair. 8:10 left. At the 43 of the Chargers. Geno in the gun. Brock Bowers in motion to the right. Geno looks right. Throws to Bowers. Bowers catches it for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. 7:50 left. Buck says, congrats to Antonio Gibson on outrunning Vrabel down the sideline. Dolphins, you suck. Pats Buck Super Bowl. Let's go, baby. 2nd and 2. Bowers at tight end to the right. Geno in the gun. Geno looks, soars. Downfield, it's too high for Jacoby Myers. He had him open. A rare, inaccurate pass by Geno. 3rd and 2, 7:24 left. Nobody wants that thing. Not a single human on earth wants that. 3rd and 2. If I'm the Raiders, I just run it once. And if it doesn't work, I run it again. 3rd and 2. Thornton wide to the right. 1-on-1. Off coverage. Bowers fakes the motion to the right. Back to the left. Geno. Over the middle. Complete. Jacoby. 20. 15. Inside the 15. Down to the 14. First down. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left in the game. We have a game, folks. Although the Raiders took one of the dumbest timeouts earlier I've ever seen in my entire life. That might come back to burn it. Nice job by Jacoby. At the 15. Bunch to the left. Geno takes a snap. Geno looks to the end zone. No, he doesn't. But it was tipped and incomplete. Jones on the tip. 6:45 left in the game. 20-9. Chargers. Chargers. $6:45. 2nd and 10. Geno. Looking right, back left. Genty loses a bunch of yards on the swing pass. Still on the stop. 3rd down. 6:30 left. The Chargers' red zone defense has been outstanding. Outstanding. Michael Mayer, you bum. Can't block a cornerback. At the 20. Remember, they need 11 to tie. Geno. Bunch to the right. Takes a snap. Goes down the field. And it's intercepted in the end zone. It tipped off Jacoby Myers. It was an aggressive throw by Geno Smith trying to find that touchdown. And it is not going to happen. Dante Jackson picks it off in the end zone. 5:58 left in the game. Great play by the Chargers. Derwin James tipping the ball in the air. Dante Jackson. Unbelievable play by Derwin James. 5:58 left. And John is loving it. 20-9. How was your midget bowl in the desert? Anything shock you? The Panthers almost came all the way back. It was pretty wild. The Cardinals literally played the softest coverage I've ever seen in my life for like a whole a quarter and a half. Nothing really shocked me about the game, though. The stadium was nice in Arizona. I will say air conditioning was beautiful. The fans, I would say, not the rowdiest. Not the rowdiest I've been around. There was one fan that just kept saying, "The damn officials!" every time that they would get called for a penalty. It was hilarious. I was dying. Kyler's quick. T-Mac is the real deal. The Cardinals' defense is fun to watch. Will Johnson is a goat. Budda Baker is sick. The Panthers, they suck. They're really bad. They are very, very bad. Did I take the Chargers to cover? I thought I took the Raiders, but I could be wrong. I'll look that up. I actually didn't have any beers at the game because I had enough beers at other events. So I didn't have any beers at the game. 5:58. Picked was the last play. Can the Chargers get... Look at Geno looks depressed. You guys see this? You guys see Geno? Second down and 4. 5:50 left. Jazz says Herbert better... What? Herbert better doesn't throw the ball from here. I did not attend Taylor Swift, John, unfortunately for you. I know that's your favorite artist. Chargers are stuffed for a loss of a yard. Buck Flair is going to Wentz versus Browning. That's spectacular. Drink all the beers, bro. All of them. 3rd and 4. Herbert is incomplete. Big defensive stand for the Raiders. They needed it like air. Now, can the Raiders find a touchdown to make it a close game? Punt. Raiders. On the return, 20, 25, 30. If that guy wasn't laying on the ground, that might have been a huge gain for Tucker. 4:23 left in the game for Geno Smith. Can the red zone issues go by the wayside? Will Gonzalez play this week? I hope so. I will say, if our cornerbacks without Gonzo were not going to hurt us in any game this year, it would probably be against the Steelers. They have shitty receivers outside of Metcalf. Calvin Austin hasn't been bad, I guess, but... Bodo says Austin does not know how to run routes properly. Jazz says, yo, Mitch, no one wants a close game. Please stop. John says Steelers will beat the Pats by 10. John's on coke. And a lot of it. Shit. He said on keto can't drink Coke. Hey, we're back, Big Al. We're back, baby. I made up for week 1. Good shit. Geno throws, and it's incomplete off Tucker. $4:19 left. Come on, Geno. Do something, buddy. I want John to sweat. 2nd and 10. Geno to Bowers to the 40. 3rd and 3. 4 down territory at all times for the Raiders. Preferably they can score before the 2-minute warning. Or else they'll have to attempt a Carolina Panther onside. Incomplete. To the right for Thornton. It's 4th and 3, and this is the game. Does my editor take... Well, I think so. Does Premiere take that file? I don't know. Maybe look it up. It would probably say if you just Google it. 3:57. Timeout Chargers. 20-9. A field goal from the Raiders on the last series would have been nice right about now, Geno. It would be a 1-score game, Geno. Jabroni. Geno. Let me guess. 4-yard gain for Brock Bowers. I think it's an under, Big Al. I think we can say that. John says, sing, sing a song. Fourth and 3, 3:57 remaining at their own 40. The game on the line. Geno Smith in the gun. Myers motions to the left. Geno takes the snap. 3-man rush by the Chargers. Geno scrambles to the right. Henley brings him down for the sack. And that will be the game. Henley with multiple massive plays in this game for the Chargers. I think I'm going to end the stream here, guys. It is over. The Chargers are going to run it out. Or score again. Either way. Yeah. That was beautiful. Spy, and then he rushed at the right time. Raiders, that Charger defense played well today. I thought their defense played really well today. Offense wasn't as good as last week, but... Oh, he fumbled! Bodo's right! Okay, I'm staying online. The Raiders have the ball again! Bro. The Chargers, man. Chargers are chargering. But the Raiders can't take advantage of the Chargers chargering. All right, 3:45 left, so there's still time here. 2 timeouts, 2-minute warning. Geno, ball is deflected and incomplete. 2nd and 10. John's going to have a stroke. John's only... He's a young man. He's a young lad. 4 likes from 60, guys. Let's do it. It was a fumble, Jas, by Hampton. Geno throws. Myers gains 4 or 5. 3rd down and 6. Raiders got to get something going. Come on, Raiders. Make John sweat. 4-man rush from the Chargers. Geno Smith is going to go down the field, and Brock Bowers can't catch it with one hand. Derwin James in coverage. 4th down, and the game is on the line again. Hey, thanks, Panda. Appreciate you. Bowers is wearing a pretty noticeable knee brace. 4th and 5. Geno. Scrambling. Buying time. He trips. He gets back up. Geno. Looking for someone to throw to, and he throws it away. Maybe he was trying to lead his receiver there. No, I don't think so. I think he threw it away. I have no idea. All right. Now I'm done, I think. First and 10, 3:05 left. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow with a bunch of videos. All right? Bunch of videos coming. We will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I'm going to do the recap. That will probably be a little later. I would think that my early best bets will be the first video out on Money Mitch. So, again, if you haven't subscribed to Money Mitch, go subscribe. Okay, guys. Peace.